A tutorial by LearnFast Studios.
Applet. An applet is a Java program that runs on browser. It does not need any main method. For executing applet, you need to have an Java-enabled web browser. An applet can be embedded in any HTML file by using tag applet. The main rules we should follow when we want to use applet. To use applet, we must extend applet class, which is present in java.applet package. It is used to convert a normal class into an applet. A class which has to mimic the features of applet should be a public class. So we should use the keyword public. Applet can be executed in two ways, by using applet viewer or by embedded in HTML file. Applet viewer needs applet tag to be embedded in the program as a comment. To execute applet, the following statements are used: Java C class name.java, applet viewer class name.java. Let us see the program, then we will see the state diagram. Let us take a class applet which extends my_applet applet. As applet is present in java.applet, we need to import java.applet package. Now let us write the comment. See here, I took the class as public because to get the features of the applet, we should make the class as public. As we know that to use applet viewer, we should use applet tag as comments. So let us write them. Now applet, this is the applet tag that we should write in comments. /* indicates comment. Applet code equal to class name dot class. And now here height and width will be our width, so that the applet will appear with this height and width. And now I am using a param tag, so that this param tag acts as an input for the applet. So I am using param name message and value as I'm naming as house. Here param contains two main parts, name and value, both are strings. We use this name assigned keyword to access this value. And next we will write /applet and comment close. Let us write a few methods so that we can know whether the applet is start or in a stop position or any other state. So the first stage that an applet will enter is init. In applet we don't require any main method. Starting of an applet done by the init method. So let us write init method. It is not mandatory to write this init and other states of this method, so we can omit this. And I'm writing a print statement here init, and I'm writing start method. I'm printing it start, and I'm writing stop method. When we minimize the applet appear, then it enters into the stop. Immediately after calling the init method, it will enter into the start method, and when we minimize, it enters into the stop method. I am writing the print statement with stop, and when you close the applet, then it enters into the destroy method. And now there is a method which should be override is print method. This print method is used to print something on the applet or to show something on applet. This print method takes an object of graphics class. This graphics class is present in java.awt package. AWT means abstract windowing tool. So we need to import java.awt package. Now let us write few statements in this so that we can see something on our applet. Now I want to draw a frame inside this applet. First of all, as I use the param tag, I am reading that param tag value into a string. I am taking a string, and get parameter is a method which will return the parameter passed in the param tag value. So we can set colors to this text that we further added to this applet by using set color method. In this set color method, we need to pass a color. We can pass the color in two ways, either by using a color class that is by using color dot required color. I say green, or we can also use the color with color class constructor, that is by passing new color of RGB values. There are some specific RGB values for a particular color, so we can use them here. In this program, I am using the color class and giving the particular color name. Now I want to set a color green. I set the color green. Now I set the color green. I'm doing a house right here. So to make a house, first I need to draw the rectangle below the. So a rectangle, I want to make the rectangle at a point 150 and 150. It is the coordinates of that initial point. For rectangle, we can use draw rect method or draw 3D rect method. As I'm using color, I will use fill rect or fill 3D rect. The main difference for fill rect and fill 3D rect is in fill 3D rect, it will fill the color inside that rectangle. In fill rect, it will give the color only for the border. In the syntax, for fill rect, we don't mention any boolean value. For fill 3D rect, we should mention a boolean value. For rectangle, I am taking the initial value as 150. I am taking width as some 200 and height as 160. So let us implement it. I took a fill 3D rect of this dimensions. X coordinate is 150 and Y coordinate is also 150, and width is 200 and height is 160, and passing 2 that it should fill the color. And now I am setting the color red, and now I am taking a polygon so that a rectangular shape will appear above this a triangular shape appears above this rectangle. So to use this fill polygon method, we need to pass two arrays, x coordinate arrays and y coordinate arrays, and number of points. So I am using 150 this point, and at some distance of 260 under point. You can take any values randomly. It depends on your imagination. And I will take the y array as same at 150 and 100 and 150. So let us give this x and y to this fill polygon method, and number of points is 3. And now I am again changing the color blue for windows. Now this window should be little bit lower in this rectangle and little bit right side. So I am taking again fill 3D rect. I took my required dimensions. You can take any values here corresponding to your values given above, and another window. And now again changing the color to yellow for the door. For the door I am taking some other values. Again I am using the fill 3D rect. Fill 3D rect is used to draw any shape of rectangles, even squares easily, and it will be filled with the color. So I can set font for the text if you want to write anything. To set the text font, we have a method called setFont. In this method, we need to pass a font object, font class object, that is new font of a string name and int style and int size. These are the parameters that should be passed to this set font method. Let us see. You can check this font in the graphics class, and again to set the color for the text I'm going to enter, I'm again changing the color to black. And draw string is a method which will draw the string or type whatever the text we enter, and drawString will take the parameter a string and x and y coordinates. I will take this str, that is the message passed below, that is house. DrawString method will print a house there. Now our program is completed. Let us see the state diagram now. When an applet is compiled and executed, initially it will enter into the init method. Init is the first method it enters. When init method is called, it will enter into the bound state. When start method is called, it enters into the running state. In running state, if any paint method is there, it should be there as it is abstract. The paint method will execute, and if we minimize the applet, then it enters in, calls the stop method, and it enters into idle state. And again whenever we calls the start method, it enters into running state, and again it executes it paint method. And whenever we call the destroy method, that means we close the applet, then it enters into the dead state. In this program, we learned about using applets and different methods in applets and how to execute applets. In output, you will, in compiling this applet program, you should write javac myapplet.java, applet viewer, myapplet.java. Then a house will appear. Java 9th version will not allow these applets. Java 8 can have these applets. So these applets does not work in my laptop, so I didn't show you the output. So finally we completed knowing how to use the applets and their different methods and executing them. And the main classes are graphics class, color class, and other font class. These are the classes we use to give shape, color, and font for the text.